The first batch of evidence in the case against former President Donald Trump has been turned over to his legal affairs. Took center stage. President Biden welcomed the Prime Minister of India to the White House for a state visit. Two leaders say their countries are now closer than ever. It's as they deal with threats from China and Russia. CBS News Miami's Skylar Henry has more from the White House. A new survey reveals nearly half of U.S. honey beehives died last year. While this is a massive Tuesday. Wow, quite a sight. The Florida Supreme Court is refusing to reinstate a Florida prosecutor. He was removed by Governor Ron DeSantis last year, accused of neglect of duty.
This is CBS News Miami.
Now to a safety alert. The rise of artificial intelligence is making headlines. One of the most recent is how AI is cloning voices to scam people.
And the terrifying scam now has police on high alert. CBS News Miami's Nicole sat down with Miami police to find out how you can protect yourself and your loved ones from falling victim.
Well, these scam phone calls are nothing new. They're happening all the time, right? But this one really has people freaked out, and it's all because of artificial intelligence. So what these scammers are doing is they're taking a short audio clip that's posted of you online, whether it's social media or whatnot, and they're using that with an app to clone your voice. So now they can call a loved one or a friend, and they'll sound just like you. Miami police says this trend is not only alarming, but it could work because it's appealing to people's emotions. So another helpful tip that you can use, say it's a loved one or a friend, you guys get together, take away the cell phones, no Alexa, no Google devices, pull them aside and let them know, hey, I want to establish a code word with you if there's an emergency. Say that code word is yellow with your cousin Joe. So then Joe calls you and all of a sudden no one is using that code word. Immediately that's a red flag to you. This may not be my cousin because they never said that word yellow. That's another helpful tip for you to use. In Miami, Nicole, CBS News, Miami.
The FTC alleges that Amazon tricked millions of customers. It was into enrolling and automatically renewing Prime memberships, and it created a cancellation process that the FTC describes as a, quote, labyrinth. The lawsuit. The U.S. population is now older than ever. The median age has jumped 3.5 years since the year 2000. Just terrific. Love to see it. Thank you, Tanya. For information on Oasis of Hope Community Development Corporation, you can log on to our website. It is cbsmiami.com.
Next at 6, I've just been bitten by...
Miami-Dade police are searching for a driver who hit and killed a man earlier this morning. It happened in northwest Miami. The first batch of evidence against former President Donald Trump has been turned over to his legal team. We have heard that global sea levels are rising, but now we can see by just how much. Former Broward School resource officer Scott Peterson must decide by tomorrow if he will testify in his own defense. He is accused of child neglect. It's for not entering Stoneman Douglas to stop the shooter in 2018. Today,
CBS News Miami is committed to telling stories about mental health matters. Tonight, we're spotlighting a local program for pregnant and parenting women who struggle with substance use.
Giving birth to a new baby is typically thought of as a joyous moment. But for many mothers right here in our community, it can be an extremely difficult time. I learned more about a Mothers in Recovery program and spoke with one woman who is now helping others in their journey to being drug-free. Kelly says even as a support specialist, she still goes to meetings and therapy regularly. She told me she has accepted the fact that she will need to do those things likely for the rest of her life to stay clean.